So, if I'm not mistaken, that's the old corner under the bridge complex name I don't remember, from the 90s, and I think the early 2000s as well. It's a big shame that that's no longer really raced on anymore, because it honestly, I think it was a nice bit of like elevation change and a fast like downhill into a sweeping right-hander. That's what you said. Well, I never thought this day would come. I see a Toyota Paseo inside a Japanese car show, and not in the public car park. So this one is, I presume, an SI model, because it's got, well, the sunroof, but that's no guarantee. You hear the drifting still going on. Is it an SI or an ST? It is an SI. Yes, I was correct. Slow car club. Oh, I think I need to join that. Yes. There were slightly different steering wheels in mine. And a red bonnet with a turbo scoop on it. So this Lexus GS300 has come all the way from the Netherlands. It's interesting, it is a lovely shade of blue, but it's got no sunroof on it. But yet it has a leather interior. Like, it was only, I think, the early base model ones you could get without a sunroof, and they had cloth interiors in them. But this one's very nice. This is the club is called the Flying Dutchman. It's a Honda Moto Combo, yes. First one of these I think I've ever seen. It is tiny, next to the Daihatsu Materia, or whatever the Toyota version of it's called. Moto Combo. I so want to have a go on one of these. So this is the Mitsubishi section, mainly. Well, there's an MX-5 here, but we've mainly got Evos and stuff, and that's all great. But along this sort of back section here, we've got some really rather obscure cars, or more obscure anyway, such as this FTO, which is a manual. I have checked. I don't know if it's the Myvec model, but it's presumably the V6. I can't tell from here. I'd have to hear it run, but I do quite like these. I would quite like to own one someday if they weren't all so darn rusty. But then over here we have a really rare find. This is a Mitsubishi Sapporo. One of probably only a handful left in the country, and this one's clearly seen better days, because if we look on the windscreen, it says that it was pulled out of a barn. And I don't think it's for sale. No, it's not for sale, but I've never seen one of these in person before. I don't think that very many people my age have, because they've all just vanished. But these are really cool. Pillarless coupe. Oh, it's manual as well. Yes. And quite a modern looking interior for the time as well. Oh, look at these rear lights. Ah, this is a GSR as well, so 2 litre. So this is another Dutch section. It's mainly Toyotas, so Dutch registered Toyotas. So now we're talking. This Corolla, which I think might be a sporty version, like a G6R or something. It's a later one. Is this a G6R? I don't know, but it is a sporty one nonetheless. This red 90s one, full of stuff. And someone has just started their Toyota Corolla, so we can have a look at the engine. What engine does it got?
Yes, it's a little bit of a rough looking gun. It does great on the track.
I got Silverstone.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You can turbo that one, this one you cannot turbo.
So you got this Mazda B2200 here, and he's lifted his bonnet to reveal
Look how thin this is.
the diesel engine.
Believe me,
The 2.2 litre, well, presumably a 2.2 litre diesel, but I mean, I appreciate the previously. I don't know why it sat so high at the back though. Could it be on air ride? Maybe. Let's check out the so 80s-tastic interior. Industrial. Jump on MR2. That's very nice. Starlet TT Turbo, an Evo 1 or 2? Well, a very fly spattered one, whichever one it is. I think it's an Evo 2. Now, most people at these sorts of events, if you presented them with these two cars, they would be interested in the Supra. For me, I'm much more interested in the Honda Concerto. When was the last time you saw one of these? And you can tell it's special because they want to advertise that it is a single overhead cam with programmed fuel injection, so you know this is hot stuff. Seriously though, when was the last time you saw a Honda Concerto? I mean, you're probably much more likely to have seen these as the Rover R8, because this was the Honda version of the Rover R8. Very rare indeed. So this circle of cars just in my immediate vicinity here, this is probably the most interesting section of the entire show, like collectively, because we have got this 1983 or 4 Mazda 323 with, I presume period correct, Hella spotlights on it. Even spotlights in the grille. That is awesome. It's a 5-door. And then next to it, we have a nice Isuzu Piazza Turbo. Oh yes, I've probably seen this car once or twice before at a few shows, but it never gets any less cool to see. God, look at the seats. Yes. This is the, oh yeah, I thought that was going to say like double overhead cam or something on it. Next we've got a CRZ, which I do like very much. I think they are still quite misunderstood, if not overlooked. Well, we've got some Z cars over there, which I'll check out later, but over here we've got a Stager in blue. Very nice shade of blue, presumably quite a sporty model, the RS. So this might be turbocharged, it might not, I don't know, but in any case it is very, very nice. Some nice wheels, gold wheels as well. And then next to this we have it's a Honda Civic with a heart-shaped steering wheel in the window. No wait, is this a Civic or a Concerto? I forget. No, this is the Civic Saloon, isn't it? Yes, it is. A Civic Saloon with a Northern Irish registered plate, so which I've just realised what it says. How funny. Then we have Cappuccino in a colour that I've never seen these in before. It's kind of like deep, sort of deep, greeny, olivey green. thing with some supposedly Volkswagen E37s on them. And a unicorn in the window. I love it. Now this is something you don't see every day, even at these Japanese car meets. So this is a Bluebird, it's a Nissan Bluebird, but it's a Japanese market Nissan Bluebird, triple S, so a sporty version. And what caught my eye about this was, well, partially because I didn't know what it was, and also it's a 4-door pillarless, which is extra cool. As you see, the seatbelt is mounted to the roof. Manual, which is good. And so yeah, this is a Japanese market one, and they're very proud of the fact it has a viscous limited slip differential, and presumably it was originally purchased at Fukuoka Nissan. We've got some Japanese inspection stickers. Very nice, and very, very rare. So I found this quite late. This is the barge section. I found the marina because of all these barges. Pretty much all of these are Toyotas and Lexuses, which I like to see, and quite a lot of them have curtains. Oh, look at this one. This has champagne in it. Oh yes, the VIP-ness. I think this is a Toyota Crown Majesta again. I could be mistaken. I think it is, but yeah, my knowledge of these Japanese specific barges is not great. I mean, I know this is a Toyota Celsior, but yeah, aside from that, my knowledge isn't great. Ah, we have an Aristo. Cupid and GTE twin turbo. That is the dream, I think. I'd like a twin turbo one of these. Quite a few. Well, it's only the largest amount of Lexus LS400s I had seen in one place. There's so many LS400s and 430s, of course. We've got a Sora. Always like to see those. And a lowered Mazda 3 Saloon, and the 55 livery styled Mazda MX-5. As if one yellow FTO wasn't enough, we have 3 in a line. This show just keeps getting better and better.